you, Marky.
Thank you very much. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
You were talking about, the music business, record business, and how it's declined over the years. And it has, because of the modern technologies that we have now. But I think a band, if they're clever enough, should really come up with really cool merchandise. I mean, that's part of it. A band is a company, and unfortunately, or fortunately, that's what it turns into. You could start a group out, and of course, you don't want to cop out or sell out. But in the country we live in, there's capitalism. So people will sell your records, sell your image, sell your t-shirts, and sell anything they can just to make a profit. But I think if the band is behind it and designs the stuff and creates it, because it is a creative thing, you can continue and you persevere, perpetuate the band. And of course, playing live is very important. What I did recently, besides the Ramones merchandise and the TD, whatever we have out there, there's so much stuff I can't even tell anymore. My grandfather was a chef at the Copacabana and at the 21 Club, and he used to cook for like Humphrey Bogart, Edward G. Robinson, and all these people. And I always used to see him cook. And as a little boy, going over to his house and on holidays and watching him. So the cheapest thing to make for me when I got out of high school and I entered the music business, where I wasn't making a penny yet, I made my own pasta sauce. And it's a creative thing, and I put it together. And this is another way for any bands out there who want to supplement their income. And I'm talking now like a capitalist, not like a musician, because let's face it, there's other aspects of the business that you can get into where you're not hurting anybody, you're just putting something out there to keep the name alive and perpetuate what you do. So this is what I have out. It's called Marky Ramone's Brooklyn's Own Pasta Sauce.
There you go.
And that's it. And what's important also is that I give part of it to charity, and that's important. And I really admired a guy like Paul Newman. Paul Newman started with the tomato salad dressing, whatever it was, and then continued to make different things, and all that went to charity. And this goes to Autism Speaks. Also, I wanted to give it to 10% to the Iraq veterans who came home without any limbs. That's important to me, too. So you do this, you give some away, and then through that you get something back. And the music business has been good to me. Joey and Dee Dee wrote great songs. I was on I Want to Be Sedated, Rock and Roll High School, Rock and Roll Radio. The KKK took my baby away. I'm in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm getting a Grammy in 3 weeks. But,
What's the Grammy for?
The Grammy is for a Lifetime Achievement Award. So me and Tommy, who was the first drummer, is going to go up there and get them, because unfortunately Johnny, Joe, and Dee Dee passed away. And they would have been very grateful for this, But the whole idea, too, is to have a band who can have a longevity. And it's just great, because I wish when I was a kid growing up, seeing bands like The Who and groups like that, etc. I would have loved to have my father come with me, you know what I mean? But he was into Sinatra, he was into Demon, he was into, the stuff that Louis Armstrong and stuff like that. But that's important, to have something where it's just going to continue over the years and just bridge the generation gap. And you have to definitely appeal to youth. Any questions at all, or anything at all? Anything? Okay.
Well,
there you go.
I'm sorry.
How often are you playing live?
I'm doing about 70 shows a year. I have my own radio show too. I go all over the world. The thing is that I have a radio show on Sirius XM. Now, when this genre of music came out, it was kind of ignored because which is understandable. The record companies were pushing disco and other kinds of music, and punk was kind of in the background. But I'm able to play this kind of genre of music because it gives these bands a second chance. And you're talking anywhere from Green Day, Rancid, the Ramones, the Clash, the Pistols, etc., Blondie, the New York Dolls, well, you know, all these great bands that had really good songs. So that's what I do to keep this legacy alive of what we call punk rock. So I get a lot of email and things at the station and on my sites, and there's the crazy technologies, Facebook and all this stuff, and come out and play. Okay, sure. Do I play originals? No, because that's not what they're going to want to hear. But I will write originals and play them because you have to. So I'll do a 32 Ramones song set, but I will throw in some originals. Just to present some new music, because you have to continue to be creative in that field, because that's what I'm known as, and that's a drama. So that's what I do, at this point, and it's a lot of fun. But again, because of downloading and all this other stuff, you got to come up with some clever things that involves merchandise and other aspects in the music business that you can commercialize on.
There are certain bands, like bands that come to mind as Aerosmith, AC/DC. When they play the Garden, they actually make more money on T-shirts and merch than they do on the ticket price. So what he's saying about merchandise is very, very important. I wanted to ask you, what is the name of your act when you go out now?
Well, it's Marky Ramone and Friends, or Marky Ramone's Blitzkrieg. I take that from Blitzkrieg Bop. I use the name Blitzkrieg. Why? Because people identify with that song and the last name Ramone. So you put it together, it attracts attention. They see you, they're curious. Oh, they're going to go, what is this, a Ramones ripoff, or, a Ramones cover band? No, it's just that Dee Dee, Johnny, and Joey died too soon to enjoy the fruits of their labor. And that, again, the songs are too good not to be played. And I was in the band for 15 years, and I feel, why not do it? It's still fun. If it isn't, and if the body isn't willing anymore, I'll stop.
Right.
And that's it,
Any other? Yes, Donna.
What kind of music are you writing currently?
I stick to the pop punk genre. I like to write songs that have a really good chorus that's memorable, and keep it down to about 2.5 to 3 minutes long. I think Mr. Goldberg was talking about attention spans. I think, like today, attention spans are a lot shorter, which is good. Instead of listening to a 10-minute song, you listen to a 3-minute song, and you get the point, you get the idea, And then that's what I do. I concentrate on pop punk, and I make sure it's lively, and that it's danceable, it has a dance groove to it, and that the lyrical content is uplifting.
You count every song off 1, 2, 3, 4.
Live, I don't do it, because then I got to swing the mic away, and then it comes back and hits you in the teeth. But no, the bass player does that, and
that's a trademark.
Yeah, it's a trademark. Dee Dee Ramone started that, and then everyone picked up on that, all the punk bands, and he was the blueprint. So we just try to keep it going. There's no stops. We'll do 32 songs in about an hour and 10 minutes, and hopefully even less amount of time. Depending on the day, the tempo, what you're doing, what you ate the night before, if you went to the bathroom in the morning or not, you know what I mean? There's a lot of things it depends on. But anyway, or how much coffee you drank. But that's what we were all about, and the legacy lives on, and I'm just part of it. And I'm so grateful to see a lot of bands who were influenced by the Ramones and who continue to be influenced by the Ramones. And anything else at all?